Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Across the desert on my bike with all our stuff strapped to the back. A highway one into the night. Vegas for the sunrise. To the heart of New Mexico. Roswell doing UFOs. While I looked them in the eye and she was smiling.
You have reached 868-6520, home of the Smart Mouth Hotline. No one's here to take your call right now. Obviously, we'd answer the phone, wouldn't we? If you have a Smart Mouth message, leave it. Sound a beep.
Hey, Mom. You around there? Oh, well, I was just checking in. I'm in Missoula, Montana. Nice hotel. Everything's okay. I'll try you tomorrow. Bye.
Did he have any hobbies when he was very small?
Always the motorcycle. Always.
When he was 2 years old?
Well,
3 years old? What age?
probably 5
Really?
and 6.
Started riding a motorcycle when he was 5?
No, but he sat on them. His daddy would sit him on motors.
Do you remember him riding did he ride a tricycle?
Oh, yes. Used to ride tricycle all over the house.
Inside?
Ride it. Yeah, oh, yes. The tricycle, ride it to the kitchen table and then back around, watch television. He didn't walk.
Do you remember what his first bike?
Yeah, I do.
What was it?
But I don't know what it was.
Were you nervous about him riding, or did you encourage him? Or
I wasn't nervous. His daddy was always with him.
he made sure that he was safe and knew what he was doing?
Uh-huh.
Has he ever gotten hurt riding a motorcycle?
Yes, he has.
What'd you tell him? Did you say, you be careful? I
Yeah.
don't want you riding that anymore.
No, I didn't say not ride it anymore, 'cause I knew he would. Well, when he's real little, he used to go out and get on his bike with his bedroll, and I'd ask him where he was going, and he'd say he was going to Sturgis.
December 25th, 1965. A date that will live in infamy. I, like many other kids, got a bike for Christmas. But with me, it was different. Something happened. With this bike began a passion for two-wheel vehicles that would stay with me for the rest of my life. I was hooked. This is my first engine. This changed everything. The fact that I was small didn't matter anymore when I came to a steep hill. All I had to do was twist the right grip, and away I went. Of course, I couldn't start it myself. I rode around in horror that I would kill the engine while I was out somewhere and have to push it back home. This thing also had the honor of being the first powered cycle to put me on the ground against my will. It would not be the last. My first Honda. For some men, it's the first time they had sex. Others, it's their first child. or the first time they beat up someone who couldn't defend themselves. With me, it was my first Honda. This was the big time. No more mini bikes for this guy. I had a Honda. It had an engine that was made for a motorcycle, not a lawnmower. When I started it up, there was no question if whether or not Dad was fixing to mow the lawn or somebody getting ready to till up the garden. When I fired this baby up, everybody knew it was Chip, getting ready to ride around the house and bug the shit out of everybody. I really did love that thing. But this bike changed my life. This was a 1967 Honda CA100, more commonly known as a step-through 50. It had 4 horses that were at my command, and with my 75 dripping wet pounds on it, it would go better than 50 miles an hour. It could keep up with traffic, which meant I could go riding with my dad on the highway. It had a kickstart, so I could start it like all the guys I would see riding motorcycles in the movies. It had a 3-speed transmission, but an automatic clutch. The hand clutch would come later. This was like going from a riding lawnmower to the space shuttle. I knew nothing about it till my dad brought it home one summer afternoon. Seeing that bike in the back of his pickup truck and realizing it was mine almost made my heart pound its way out of my chest. Looking back, I think it was the most exciting thing that I have ever experienced. I did meet this brunette one time after a gig, but I was much older then, and that was an altogether different kind of thing. This was my first real dirt bike. My dad didn't want me riding on the street without him, so he thought that by keeping me on a dirt bike and off the streets, I would be much safer. Yeah, right. Not only did I ride on the street just as much, if not more, this bike was faster, so while I was riding on the dirt trails, I learned all the things that you could do on a motorcycle to really get yourself hurt. My father's parents lived in California, right in the middle of the Mojave Desert. In the summer, we would take our bikes to my grandparents', and for 2 weeks, I would do my best to try and break the sound barrier on my bike out there in the desert. This was the only time in my whole life that I would ever do anything with my father where he would treat me as something close to being his equal. He had no choice. Out there in the sand, I could ride just as good as he could, maybe even better. Sometimes he would have trouble keeping up with me. I always enjoyed watching him bust his ass out there in the sand. It was absolutely, without a doubt, some of the most fantastic times I've ever had in my life. Mini bikes would follow. 22, in fact. My father and I would buy bikes that needed work. We would fix them up and sell them. From 1980 to about 1992, I spent all my time trying to be a rock star. I still kept a bike but didn't ride near as much. I bought a basket case 750 Honda in 1989 and started riding more. In 1992, I bought a basket case Harley Davidson, and that's when all hell broke loose. I went from maybe 3,000 or 4,000 miles a year in 92 to 15,000 to 18,000 miles a year in 93. Now I ride year-round, rain or shine. I ride to work. I use the drive-thru at the banks and fast food joints. I go to the market on my bike. I've had sex on my bike. Did I say that out loud? I pick up dates on my bike as well. In fact, one of the few things a Harley Davidson is good for is breaking the ice with women. Like I said, I'm hooked. Oh, damn. Yeah, I kind of had a molder face there for a second. Choking that.
On July 2nd, 1998,
It's all gone.
Chip Chilton, along with his trusty sidekick Superglide, embarked on an adventure-laden journey west.
The store, nuclear
down
waste.
historic Route 66.
And it's where Area 51 is, one of the largest secret installations.
Kingman, Amboy, San Bernardino.
I look in my rearview mirror, and there's an Indian behind me.
And if you ever plan to motor west,
I can't hear him because of the wind.
come along with Chip and experience his smart mouth firsthand.
This thing as a babe magnet. A rag for wiping if something needs wiping.
Witness his terrifying encounter with the boring psycho from day 8. Experience the feel of the open road in such historic sites as Cadillac Ranch. And a tearful journey through Custer's last stand.
So, of course, that means getting up at 5.
Watch as Chip changes jackets and goes head-to-head with the terrifying truck driver named Janice.
Take me back to Victorville, where the fuck that is.
Watch as the confusion and disorientation take hold.
Man, I'm fried. End of day 15. Gonna spend the night. I'm prepared to spend the night. It's about 95 today, which is a cool snap. It's not sand, it's gypsum.
Watch Chip and Superglide conquer f***ing Pikes Peak.
This is exactly what take the food out.
No, this is a payphone on Highway 50.
It's not that Scotty.
What?
It's not that Scotty. It's
Not funny with this.
I dress the way I want to. Nobody tell me I dress. At each fuel stop, I enter.
Watch as Chip conquers the gas station. Don't be the last one on your block to have lived the journey. 25 days with a smart mouth.
Me. You have to keep your eyes open. Open.
Going out next weekend, right close to your old home. Well, you have a
Tell
good
we're heading
time
toward the
down there.
south.
What model is that?
What you mean?
What model is it?
It's an FXE.
What year?
77. Boy, if I had a nickel for every time a fat-ass cowboy wearing a pink tutu asked me that question, when I get home, maybe I'll paint my pickup truck purple. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Arizona welcomes me. Look, it says it right there, look. It welcomes me. Ode to Billy the Kid. History remembers what you did. Doesn't matter who was faster when you went to the great hereafter, because now you're just a carnival freak. Shoot me off. Get these things, they're huge! What else are you doing? Yeah, you know, if that don't get you laid out in Vegas, nothing will. Ho, ho. before we get started here, I'd like to set a few things straight. First of all, this is not a sequel to 25 Days with a Smart Mouth. Yes, I do spend some time reporting from different hotel rooms. Yes, I do drink quite a bit of Jim Beam. Yes, I do shoot my revolver here and there. Yes, I am riding my motorcycle quite a bit. But the similarities stop there. For those of you who came for that sort of thing, the that's not gonna have that. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna enjoy this. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, believe me. But there's just not gonna be any of this backwards stuff. No, that's not gonna happen. All right, but just this once. Okay, are you happy now? Enjoy the movie. This is the first work I've actually done on the BMW. It's May 17th, and I'm 13 days from leaving. I feel like I'm kneeling in front of the altar of the tire. What I'm doing today, or right now, is I'm going to mount my new front tire. I've never taken off a Bridgestone tire. For those of you watching at home, I am a professional. So, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Usually don't do this, taking one off. I just wonder. Very good. So, we find the rotation arrow, and it goes like this. Proper rotation. Pull this wheel, this is the right side of the bike, goes up this way, like this. Like that, and turns this way. Man, it's the easiest tire I've ever put on in my life. Didn't want to trip the thing to let the air in through the chuck. So, now I'm going to clean it up. And tomorrow I'll take it to all your cycles and have my friend Gene Thompson balancing it for it. I think this one would feature you on the I think a good trombone or tube. What is that thing that you played? Just about a year ago, we set out on the road.
Go Jew!
I can remember in November, seeking a fame and fortune. Things got worse, songs, I think the songs should be vile and repulsive.
Polish. P-O-L-I-C, but it's capital. The capital makes it into a long O sound.
I'm leaving Poland. What year, though?
A long time ago.
Jews on fire, bad, bad, coming. Was born in a German record.
Huh? That only tunes the notes on a guitar.
Oh, well, that's what that was. It was a guitar tuner.
I'm just gonna throw out lines and you get them in the song.
What was that again? Watch the pants, get me hands, and on and down in Poland.
Declare war on me!
You think I'm in this wheelchair? What? You
I was
think
gonna say,
because I'm
when he got in
comfortable?
the wheelchair?
Later. Leningrad may be out of our grasp. It's true, the Russians may just kick our ass.
The USA then enters the war in Europe and will concentrate.
Ooh, is that the word to be used? Concentrate?
Jews. We got Jews, babe. We got Jews, babe.
I've got 3 words for you. Lenny, Toasty, and Skitch.
Three house painters turned bounty hunters. Lenny, Toasty, and Skitch. They used to paint the town. Now they clean it up. They don't use paintbrushes anymore when they go on the job. Watch as they put a lid on crime. When it comes to the law, they're masters of brushing it off. They may paint themselves into a corner, but they always get out.
Remember that nightmare?
You know, it's funny how where you see yourself going and where you end up are never the same place. I mean, nobody ever plans on being a failure. Well, unlike my partner here. Night after night, he wakes up with a drool on his face after dreaming intensely about Sheryl Crow. Never really sure of where he is or what time it is. 11. All too often having no idea of who or what he'd done the night before. But as long as I've known him, I've never met a more gifted or talented songwriter. If he was only satisfied with the alcohol and the methadone, but no. Always on the edge, living just for the moment. It's really kind of sad, don't you think?
Can't you drive yourself? Jeez. I mean, it's outpatient surgery. It's the last days of the war. Hitler's alone in his bunker. Everyone's gone. Off in the distance, the Russian troops are advancing. Inside the fortified concrete bunker, you can hear the dull thud of artillery shells getting closer and closer. Off in the distance, the last Stuka is hit by an aircraft fire. You can see the red flame pouring as it makes its death plunge to the ground. Hitler, realizing it's the end, looks for his pistol. The moment has come. It's the end. He looks across the table. It is only one true friend left. Across the table from him, Hermann Göring. He pulls out his pistol, puts it to his head, and his last words to his last friend are, "It's human skin."
And you think that's funny?
No matter what you do,
I'll always be with you.
Jew.
'Cause Doesn't matter
What you do, oh you. Action.
Would you like some more coffee? With your wee little thruster.
She's just a home, the coast woman.
So Hitler says to Goering, I looked at the camera. So Hitler says to Goering,
That was a take?
it was gonna be.
Sorry. Well, I hadn't worked up any spit yet. How does that look? Does it look like slobber from sleeping? I think I need to try a different approach.
It's pretty good running it down your finger like that. Still rolling.
I'm gonna stop laughing here.
I couldn't sleep last night, so I went down to that all-night German bookstore.
The one on 18?
Yeah, right around the corner from the rendering plant.
Is it, so, is it...
A plywood cutout of George C. Scott on the top. Didn't he play George C. Patton?
Yeah, there's no Patton. It was just C.
No C.
No, they never went
I
to
thought
C.
that was a C. Couldn't sleep last night, so I went to the all-night bookstore.
What did I do this time? Goddamn bastard, that son of a bitch. He's busting my groove. That's what's happening. I knew that was gonna happen. Pull the trigger.
Oh God,
Pull the trigger.
I'm scared.
Pull it. Are you gonna hold me back, or do I have to fake like you're holding me back?
All right, I'll hold you back.
Ready?
Yeah, go.
Gagging, 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 gagging.
We're here on the scene of encounter.
Thank you. I've just returned from a grueling, on-the-site shooting of headlights over my shoulder. Today's Over the Shoulder was sponsored by Head & Shoulders. Thank you, and remember, only you can prevent painful rectal flames.
I understand what you're going through, and these people can help you.
It says bring $100 by noon or the sheriff will die.
With the weed blower. Remember that? Down is fast, up is slow, and you said, I can't find the center of the wind.
Oh God, I'm done.
You want
When
to
it comes to blowing, she really sucks.
Don't.
Get it? When it comes to blowing,
Very
she
good.
really sucks. Get it?
We're rolling and action.
I don't think you're crazy.
You don't?
No, not at all. I'm sorry.
Does anybody know what's going on?
Take your sunglasses off.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You want me to tell you about the other night?
Well, didn't I mess up the other line?
Yes.
ounce or 20 ounce. Did I say the Prouts?
Yeah, but you said this. Dude,
You're not in this. It was too loud. And besides, what would make my dog bark?
Oh, don't you tell me about what kind of laughing.
Lying.
Sorry. I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. Of course you don't. Sorry. Wine? Of course you fucking don't.
I was headed down Highway 101 and I got it up the ass by this big black guy by Johnson's poultry farm. By Cross Million's Corner.
You can't see my eyes if I'm looking away because I think that's probably distracting.
No, it's not. I just can't remember my fucking line. Okay, well, if you think it'll help.
Believe me, Cal, it will. It will.
Will it help your fucking line?
Where what's his name crushes Mr.
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Hammerstein.
action.
I'm laughing, wait a minute. That would sure manage to explain why you were so freaked out by a low-flying
You got sticky clothes, huh?
We're rolling. And action.
Open up and tell each other our story. Cal. Wait, he's making faces at...
All right, and we're at 4:30, Ren. Action! Hey! Car dies, lights out. Wipers on.
Wipers on.
Low rumbling, wind.
Wind.
Cover your ears. Cut!
You did terrible things without my permission. And they gave me a message for humanity. A warning.
Now get the fucking space shuttle going on.
You freaking fucker. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
What's going on?
Action! How you doing? It's hot as hell in here.
I've been better.
Alright, I'm better. Hey, how you doing? You're not gonna be able to do it now, are you?
Yeah, just give me. Okay, I got it this time.